Hey everybody, it's Dina Rico with the Creativity Cave. Let me just straighten up a little here. There, now it's a little less messy. You should see everything outside of this area is a disaster. But that means some amazing creativity has been going on here at the Creativity Cave. I'm really excited to be stamping with you today. And yesterday I did this card with vintage leaves and I just could not put the set away. So I have another one for you today that I'm really excited about. And of course it has watercolor on it because hello, that's my favorite. I want to share with you a really simple card. So I took and embossed this big, beautiful maple leaf in gold. And I was inspired actually by a tree in my yard. So let me grab my leaves and show you. Okay, so these are all leaves off the tree, just in my house. Not in my house, outside my house. Look at this one. So pretty. I love how the colors just are encroaching in the leaves, and as they change, they are just so gorgeous. And look at that. I mean, it's amazing. Oh, so pretty. So I wanted to just take a few minutes and make something kind of with this in mind. And I hope that you like this. Now, depending on where you are in the world, you may or may not have leaves like this. I know my friends in the South Pacific are enjoying the fruits of spring, and my friends in the South and the West of the U.S. don't have the leaves changing like we do here in the Midwest. But nonetheless, leaves are gorgeous and I love to play with them. So I'm going to use some colors that I kind of saw in those leaves, which include crushed curry, Cajun craze, old olive, and rose red. Okay, I knew it was rose red. I just thought I'd show you. So I'm just going to open my ink pads and I'm going to take and squeeze the ink pad lid to the pad itself. And I pick up color in the lid when I do that. And oops, there we go. See how we run out of room? I mean, my gosh, but it's always good. So what I'm going to do is just put some water all over my gold embossed leaf. So I stamped this in Versamark and then I put gold powder over it, heated it up, and there you go. I'm going to start with the lightest color, and what I love about this technique is wherever you have water, the color will just kind of spread out and show up, which is really nice. But there's a lot of embossing, so it kind of beads up. So I think sometimes it's handy to have like a tissue to just pick up that extra a bit of color, and that way it will dry in your own lifetime and not outside of that. I also am going to go just a bit outside the lines because I want this to be kind of a messy look. I'm not looking for specific perfect coloring, and I think that kind of adds to the whole look. Okay, then I'll wipe off my brush. I have a little towel next to me that I wipe my brush off on. A paper towel works great too. It's just something to kind of get the water off or the color off, depending. Now I'm just going to add some green on here because that's kind of my next darkest color. And see how it just sort of blends with the water. It travels where the water is and where it's wet, and I love that. Kind of blends in on its own. I don't have to do a lot of the coloring myself. And then I'm going to add some Cajun craze. And part of this is I really want this to be kind of its own. I want its own colors to be in their own places. I don't want to just have one mixed up, garbled mess of color. I want there to be distinct colors in distinct areas because that's how the leaves were. And I also want to be careful not to mix colors too much. I want to enjoy each color on there. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm just dabbing a little of that excess color. And then last, I'm going to pick up some of that red because that's so beautiful and vibrant, and I definitely want to see that on my leaf. So pretty this time of year. I don't know about you, but I love fall. And as soon as I think I have enough color on there, I will stop because that is important. So it's so pretty. I love the look. And then what I'm going to do is take and do some spritzing on each of my cards. Hi. To do that, I just want to take like a pen or something, and I've got my aqua painter. I've given it some squeezes so that the water is kind of flowing, and I'm going to fill it up with lots of color on my brush, and then I'm going to spritz by tapping on another thing. So whether it's a scissors, a pen, another aqua painter, a marker, whatever, just something you can tap against. I've used my finger, but sometimes it helps to have something else. Okay, and then do you see those speckles on there? So pretty. I'm going to pick up some more in different colors because I want to have a little bit different. I did the most in the lightest color, and then I'll just do a little bit in each of the other colors because you just don't want too much on there. But I like that all the colors are represented. By the way, you do want to kind of, and I need to squeeze a little more water. There we go. You do want to be careful because it spritzes all over the place. It does not just go on your card. So there are lots of beautiful spritzes. Now, here is where this card really sings. We are going to take some gold Wink of Stella and do the same thing. Okay, I'm going to smack it against my pen. And now what I'm getting are these beautiful, sparkly spritzes. And Wink of Stella is weird because you don't always see it right away, but oh, it's there, and it's so beautiful. And I do smack it just a little harder for the Wink of Stella because it's not as fluid as the water in the water brushes. Now, you might not have seen it, but do you see the shimmer as I turn the card? Do you see all that shimmering that's happening? Oh, it's so beautiful. Now, to finish my card off, I'm going to stamp a greeting. I have this I'm Here For You stamp that's just been sitting right here from another project I was working on. So I think I'm going to stamp that in Cajun Craze because that's a nice sentiment to go with this. I'm here for you. This is from the set Here For You. There we go. That looks nice. And then I think we'll dress it up a little bit with some embellishment. I have been eager to pull out my gold, what is this stuff called? Natural trim in gold. I don't know what this is exactly. It's just trim with a gold line through the center. Ugh. Do you ever find it difficult to get into your ribbon? So I think that's pretty. I'm just going to tie a bow and adhere it near the top. And I'll just use a glue dot for that because that's easy enough. And this is really a simple, beautiful card that's really quite easy to put together. Uh-oh. Except when you lose your scissors. Ooh, that is not good. They're gone. Well, I guess I will use my craft scissors. These are not meant for cutting ribbon, so bear with me. I hope they will do the job. These are for cutting rubber. Not bad. Okay. So I will just adhere this onto my card, and then I think I can just put it on. I need my glue dot. Then I can just put it onto a couple layers of cardstock, and I think that will look fantastic. I'm thinking a Cajun Craze card base with a little layer of rose red. I think that would be pretty. Let me quick cut this. Okay, sorry about that. I realized I hadn't cut these pieces yet before I started filming. Okay, so I'll just stamp these on here. And you know what? This rose red needs a little something to punch it up, so I'm going to sponge the edge. I haven't sponged the edge of a card in a while. I kind of like it. So I love that I was able to incorporate all those different colors into my card that I found on the leaves on the tree outside of my house. So you never know where inspiration just might strike. Okay, of course you want to ensure that your card is good and dry, especially before the spritzing, and I'll show you why in just a moment. You know what, my card, I'm just going to trim a sliver off. Sorry, it was just, there we go, much better. Just a teensy bit wider than I wanted it to be, except I think I cut it crooked. Oh well. Okay. And then I'll just place it onto my card. So beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Makes me so happy. Okay, so I think this would be a great card to send to somebody, just to let them know that you're here for them. You know what? This needs one more touch though. Bear with me. Do you like how I adjust this as I'm going? So I want to put a little bit of gold metallic thread right there. So let me just grab my metallic thread. I'm not even going to tell you what I just stepped on. I'm going to just wrap it around a couple of my fingers several times. And, uh-oh, yeah, these are not ribbon scissors. Okay, and then I'm going to put some fast fuse on my card, just enough to hold this in place, like so, and then I'll put my ribbon right back over where it was, and then I just have a little bit of gold thread on there to just add a little more shimmer. I just like it. I think it looks good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this card. Now let me show you one other card. So this one I embossed in gold, and then I colored it in with my aqua painters. And the other card that I made, I did not emboss in gold. I inked it up in a bunch of different colors and then watercolored it with my faux watercoloring technique. This card will be on my VIP page. So if you're a VIP member, you'll have a video for this card. Isn't it pretty? So 2 cards, kind of the same thing, but so gorgeous. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed stamping with me. Check out all the details for these on my blog. The description, or the link, is in the description of this video. And remember, when you order through the Creativity Cave, you become a VIP member, and I've got all kinds of fabulous perks. Thank you so much for stamping with me today, you guys. Have a great day. Bye.